Here, I lost my connection. I got disconnected from the building Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi shut off, so I'm pinging off of the building's Wi-Fi. But I'll be going down here to about a half hour as we take a lunch break. For those just joining me, this is Dr. Tara Caitlin. I am on the chamber floor of the Iowa State Capitol here in Des Moines, Iowa. This is CCI's Rally and Lobby Day. And as you can see, there are representatives of various groups coming out to speak with legislators on all kinds of topics, ranging from clean water, stopping the Back pipeline, fighting wage theft, payday lenders, Medicaid privatization. Here, go ahead, it's on front. Apparently his wheelchair has stopped working, so she's having to push him. There are people lobbying on behalf of universities, like I said, Medicaid expansion, preserving school funding, and clean water, and the fact that Iowa has the second highest incarceration rate in proportion to overall population of people of color, Black, Latino, other people of color, compared to the overall population. And Iowa is one of 3 states that permanently bar felons from getting their voting rights, except by petitioning the governor directly, and very strict requirements have to be met in order to get voting rights restored. And even if those qualifications are met, the governor could still decide no, that person does not deserve the right to vote.
You are welcome.
Go ahead, give one of them a pink slip. A little humor decided to throw in there. She's filling out the call-out slip. And then she shows us here, they will be presenting them to the door attendants. For those who are just joining me, with the door attendants take that slip inside the chamber, and if that particular legislator is in the chamber and available to come out and talk, then that legislator will come out. If the legislator is not available, perhaps in a meeting or not actually in the building, then either the door attendant will come out and say the person is not there, or an aide may come out, or even one of the pages may do it and say that legislator is not in. And then that person who is trying to talk to legislators may just move on to the next person, or just leave if they're done. Or sometimes one person will do a call out, and then a whole group will talk about an issue with that legislator. So this is what's called funnel week, and basically what that means is bills that are currently in subcommittees, which are smaller committees within a larger committee. For instance, There could be a natural resources committee within the agriculture committee. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I'm just using it as an example. Then a bill has to pass out of that subcommittee, which may only be 3 members. And then it goes on to the committee that formed that subcommittee, and that would be a larger group. And then that bill has to pass out of there in order to go to the floor, the full body for debate and a vote. And at the end of this week, Friday, all those bills have to be out of the committees and available for the full House or Senate to debate and vote. If that bill does not come out of a committee by Friday, it is dead for the session. It is dead for the year. And they have to try again next year. And it is the same for both chambers. There are 2 funnel weeks, because sometimes the bill can be introduced after the first funnel week, or when a bill crosses from Senate to House or House to Senate, or whichever way it goes. It has to, once it is passed by, say, I'll give an example of the Clean Water Bill. That has to pass, say, since I'm over here on the House side, it would have to pass a vote from the full House representatives and then move on over there to the Senate, where it will be assigned to a committee who will then assign it to a subcommittee. And then that's when the second funnel week will come into play. That bill has to then pass out of a subcommittee, then a committee, and then go to the full Senate. And then they would vote on it after a debate. If there are any changes, then it has to go back to the other chamber that initiated it. Or there could be what's called a conference committee, just like in the Congress, the U.S. Congress, there are conference committees where the House and Senate versions may be different, and that conference committee, which is made up of members of both chambers, would then try to reconcile the difference and then send a revised version back to both houses for a final vote. And if it passes one but not pass the other, then it's dead until they try again next year. So legislators are going in and out. If they are not talking to people, they're going into or out of committee meetings, subcommittee meetings, because the aim is to try to get as many bills passed out of committee and to the full body by the end of work on Friday. So there is a representative standing at the top of the steps. She is trying to call a name out, but the noise may be too hard to hear because of the stuff that's going on downstairs. And they might have a soft voice. I was pretty well sorry. It's just not. The person you want to talk to might either just not here or might be on the other side. So the person who wants to talk to might either be here but just can't hear you, or might be on the other side.
You got in there? Okay, thank you.
So then so the door attendant just told a man that the representative that he wants to talk to is not available. And now he took another slip from someone else, and the process just keeps going on. This happens every day throughout the session. Yep. Sure. follow the PAGE. For those who are not familiar with the PAGE system, is they are youth who are hired to work as chamber aides. They get information, they run it back and forth from place to place in the building. They usually wear maroon jackets. And it gives the youth an introduction to the legislative process. Oh, she is speaking about police brutality. She made reference to Eric Garner not being able to breathe when he was being choked by New York police, which resulted in his death. I picked that up because she got loud enough that I could hear up here and understand it. So people are down there listening. And some of those people may be up here lobbying the legislators on racial profiling, the excessive incarceration rate for people of color in proportion to the overall state population, which is around 3 million. And the population of people of color may be only like 3% at the most of the population, but yet the second highest incarceration rate of people of color compared to the overall population. I think some of those people are speaking about that down there. I'm actually going to go down there, and I'm sure get a lot of process. I'm actually going to go down there and give you a little look at what's going on down there. Alongside either chamber are rooms which are called lobby lounges, where people can talk to legislators in those rooms, and then attached to those are meeting rooms. And there are other meeting rooms. There's some meeting rooms down here on the floor that I'm coming down to. That are used for larger committee meetings. And someone just walked up with some food, and it smells good. There are people down here having conversations. This is the governor's office, which I was at earlier. The National Multiple Sclerosis Society. They have a table down here. As I pass by, you hear another singer. There's a look at the audience listening to this. Here it's one of the pages. This is Shelley's Sugar Shack. Hello. Good?
Would you like a dessert?
Yeah, please.
Some peach cobbler.
Oh, yum. That sounds good.
There you go. Help yourself. And then also there's more. Actually, there's a lot of them.
I can smell it from up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of them there for more food, and there's also some businesses that want to advertise as well. So help yourself.
Thanks. We're gonna shorten. Yeah, I'm gonna stick this and stick that in my purse so I can be a little more hands-free. Beach paddler. That is delicious. This is good stuff. Did you do it? Oh, come on. Oh, did you make this? Good stuff. This is good stuff. Yeah.
Where did you get pizza?
Yeah, peach cobbler.
Where is it?
It's right there. Hello.
We have some church CDs, some business cards
Okay.
for Revive Center Church from Oak Creek, Beaverdale. Then we're doing a fundraiser.
I'm showing this to my viewers on live streaming.
Oh, okay. What are you broadcasting on?
Ustream.
Okay, yep. Thank you.
Oh, that's upside down. Might not be able to read that too well, but
Then we're doing a fundraiser for Flint, Michigan. We're collecting water and baby wipes to take up there.
oh, nice, nice.
Yep, we'll be going up there. The
Do you
first
have a
weekend in March.
website that my viewers could go to?
Yep, it's actually right on here.
Okay.
It is all the way at the bottom. If you can, that last line on there.
Okay, that might.
Actually, donate online.
I'm going to see if I can focus on this. Okay, that website you can use to, I'll refocus, donate to help the fundraiser for Flint, Michigan to get them water and baby wipes for hygiene and just have safe water to drink. Thanks for doing that. That is very awesome.
Yes, thank you.
By the way, you got to get some.
Yes.
This is delicious. This is Black African American Communities Connection. This is a board that they have set up. Hello. Good. I'm showing your display to my viewers. I'm live streaming. And by the way, the roses were for you, right? Well, that was nice of someone who gave those to you. Think there might have been some holiday involved with that? Oh, let's see. Green. Nope, I think someone got all the green ones. Yeah, well, blue will do.
Okay. Do you like it, babe?
Oops, there you go. Better watch those live ones. Well, I have one like this. These are very handy to have.
Okay.
And
That's a speaker for an iPhone.
okay, well, I don't have an iPhone. I have a Samsung Galaxy S5.
Let me just take this one and that
Oh yeah.
Oh, Espanol? Yeah, I can do that. Oh, that's okay. I can save that for another day. Good? I was up there, now I decided to come down here and show my viewers what's going on down here. Yep, and the beach cobbler.
Oh yeah.
here is a table with more food. This
Okay, here we go. So let me start by asking you this one question. How many of you in here,
I can smell that upstairs.
You want to try it?
What is it? What do you got?
That's fish and macaroni.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I got some of this over there. Thanks. Well, I got one in my.
Okay, so for you, I want to start off by saying congratulations. Congratulations.
So I have a piece of fish and some macaroni since I don't have money for lunch.
Leadership or position of authority.
This will be nice.
You work for America.
Assalamu alaikum.
For you to
Good,
move into a
alhamdulillah.
position of leadership. When the Constitution was signed, we as minorities were nowhere thought of. We weren't in the picture. We weren't even in the thoughts. Where were we during that time? We were back yet still in slavery. There was never even any real consideration about putting us into the positions of leadership. So if you sit in that role today, or if you know someone that's in that role today, you should congratulate them. And to you, I'm saying congratulations on a job well done. And then even when we got to the point to where we felt like and we thought that everything was okay, when we thought that slavery was behind us, we still had things that we had to deal with. We still had issues, but through all of that struggle, you made it. You've gotten to that point. And even to be here today, to be in this beautiful facility today, as a minority, you made it. It was not ever intended to be so. But today, it is.
She
So you should be proud.
getting a haircut
We're talking about beating the
right here in the
odds.
Capitol.
That's what we've done.
It can only happen in Iowa.
We beat the odds. Do you not know that there were 12.5 million slaves that were extracted from Africa? They were roughly brought from Africa into the New World. There were roughly about 2 million or so.
Give you a look at the whole crowd down here.
There were only about 10.2 million slaves that made it to the New World. But the startling thing was, out of that 10.2 million, there was only less than 500,000 that came to the United States. So if you think about that, less than 500,000 slaves that came to this country, we rose up out of that. There again, another level of congratulations. Now today, in the country that we live in, there are some 43 million African Americans spread out across the country. And one astounding fact is that we as a nation and as a people, we have $1.1 trillion in buying power. $1.1 trillion. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of economic stability that's in this country that just comes from this formation. We represent 13% of the United States population. 13%, that's significant. But there's only about 7% of black businesses that are spread out across the country.
Just looking for a garbage can to ditch my cup that I have my cobbler in.
If you look at the $1 that's spent in a specific community, if you look at the Asian community The Hispanic community, the dollar stays there for about 7 days. But in the African American community, in the black community, that $1 stays in our community for about 6 hours. About 6 hours. I'm saying to us as a people, on a Black History presentation, it's up to us to save us. We've got to kind of change our way of thinking, kind of refocus the way we do things. I understand the concept behind Black Lives Matter, because Black lives do matter. And one of the struggles that we face is that any time we try to mount a cause, it gets diluted. It gets watered down to the point where all of a sudden, not just Black lives matter, but all lives matter. Yes, all lives do matter, but because we have a specific issue, we're focusing on Black Lives Matter. The last cartoon, some of you can't see it, but that was really interesting when I saw it that was published, that we'll just make everything matter. The cars matter, the house matters, the grass matters, diluting our focus on where we are. It's interesting how the media looks at us, and from a gender-specific perspective. There's a subliminal message that's always going out. If you think about it, when there's a crime that's committed, if there's a Muslim shooter, the media is going to say that the entire religion is guilty. If it's a black shooter, you're going to hear that the entire race is guilty. The white shooter, how many times have you heard that he was mentally troubled and he's a lone wolf? How many times have you heard something like that? There are things that we've got to face and we've got to deal with as a race and as a people. And I believe that this is the situation that we need to do. They want to say to you, and I'm not proposing a yes or no to this, but I'm simply trying to stimulate your thinking about this. They say this is the greatest country, but when you look at it, we're 7th in literacy, we're 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178 in infant mortality, 3rd in median house income, 4th in the labor force, 4th in exports. Not number 1 anywhere. But where we are number 1 in is we're 1st in the world in incarcerations. We're 1st in the world in defense spending. Greatest nation in the world. I'll let you assume that a little bit. Maintaining your success, maintaining our success as a people is extremely important.
That was good. That was some good stuff. You're welcome. Should still be able to hear. This table says Spire, but the Spire Council Center, but that person's not there. That is some seriously good stuff.
I'm going to test that theory out.
Oh, you'll like it, I promise. Those cookies look good too. He is doing a little exercise with the audience.
Just going to give you a few seconds. Right, group A is going to read on the short period of a group of letters, and I want you to memorize these letters. Those are the letters. I want you to look at it. Take a couple seconds.
He put some letters in random order on the screen. I can't focus on them. I can't zoom in like I can on Bamboozer.
Okay, now, you're done. Now, group B, we're going to do the same thing.
Now he'll put up a...
Group B. Here's a group of letters that I want you to look at what you memorize.
Now that actually spells out word.
We didn't understand in Group A what we were supposed to do, because the reality is the letters in Group A are really a lot simpler than you why in a second. If you look at those letters that I gave you in May, and if you apply this statement with it, Rudy the giraffe runs very fast when he's being chased by Marty the zebra. Rudy the giraffe runs very fast when he's being chased by Marty the zebra. First letter in each word gives you what you saw and you were afraid of before. So now when you look at those letters, it's not so complex, it's not so complicated. What's my point? A lot of times when we have complex situations with the people, we just don't know the secret. We just don't know
He has
what
a
it
small
takes for us to be.
monitor, a laptop that he is using to control the big screen.
It really isn't that complex, but sometimes that secret is held away from us. So we have to work a little harder. We have to be willing to dig a little deeper to do that. We as a people can do that.
I'm just going to go find a garbage can over here. Actually, I'll go over here. That fish is good.
It's good?
Yeah, I had some.
Oh, good.
We're spiritual, we are resilient, and we are adaptable. As a people, we know how to change, we know how to merge into whatever the issue is, whatever the situation is. We can do things and we can be successful at things that aren't typically called black things, if you will. There's no boundaries, there's no areas that we can stay out of or be kept out of. Some of the things that we can do what anybody else does. So we don't need to be blocked in or need to be held back simply by the color of our skin. We are resilient, we're spiritual, we have adaptability, and we have a strong sense of family. We don't ever want to let these things go. We don't ever want to lose any of these things at all. Family is extremely important to us as a people. Those are the four areas that we need to make sure that we stay focused on as we go. Resilience, spirituality, adaptability, and keeping that strong sense of family. That's what brought us to this point, and that's what's going to take us on as we continue to go down this journey. So, last thing I want to say as I close real quick is when there's no enemy within, the enemy's outside cannot hurt. So today I say to my people that we need to construct
If
ourselves.
any peach cobbler left, you better go get it.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
So's a fish.
Glory is not going to come. So there's no need to sit back and wait for someone else to rescue us. If we don't put our own selves up, we're never going to get up. So I encourage each and every one of you that
Offering drinks over here. There's some orange soda here. Okay. Yeah, this is my favorite color. That looks like
Hey, you got a good word in with daughter up there.
I think you might have some fans upstairs. Just a few. Just a couple, maybe.
I took one of your cards and you were here.
Yeah, had to come back and steal one of her cookies. The woman that had the beach cobbler. So it looks like that will be it for up here. I think I'm going to go downstairs. Or maybe not. Oops, just to show how to turn the mic on. Oops, he's going to sing. I think I'm going to go downstairs and join the CCI crew down there and give my phone a rest, and then I'll come back up at 1 o'clock Central Time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the street.